Well, hello friends. I know it's been a while. I'm so sorry. I know my last video was really long. My last two videos have been really long. And I know it's technically December 10th, and we are almost 2 full weeks into the month of December, but I figured it would be fun to do my November wrap-up, and then I will do a separate video for my December TBR, which, do I even have a TBR? Always a good question. So let's not make this intro 752 years long like I typically do. So without further ado, let's get into it. Yes, things look a little bit different. I have not posted a ton about this on YouTube, but I have on my other social medias. I have downsized, I want to say 6 full shelves worth of books, which many of you know. It's paused right now, but it's just paused because I am going to be moving early next year, and it doesn't make sense financially to do a home check in both the state of North Carolina and the state of Ohio, especially because they can take months and months and months and months, and they're not cheap. So the adoption will continue once I get to Ohio and we can start all of that process. There's a lot of other exciting things going on in my life, but I will say November was a really good reading month for me. I'm starting loosely using that term. I'm starting to kind of come out of long COVID. I think I'll always struggle with it, but I'm not doing that awful. So I have been reading more. I have been literally hammering audiobooks, and I'll talk about it in my December video because I'm going to talk about the books that I've already finished for December. My TBR is a little chaotic, so we will see what we get to. But let's talk about what I read in November. I finished 13 books, and from what Storygraph is telling me, that was 2,154 pages and 61.3 hours of audio. The first book I finished was Holiday Ever After by Hannah Grace. The book in the middle of the month that I finished, if you know me, you know I'm like weirdly obsessed with those like little vertical shorts, and one of my favorite platforms is Real Shorts, and they have one that's called Found a Homeless Billionaire Husband for Christmas, and Cindy Madsen wrote the book adaptation of it, so I read that in the middle. And then my last book finished was Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross. Average book length was 329 pages. Average time to finish was 12 days. 92% fiction, 8% nonfiction. I do also read nonfiction. Top category was fantasy. After that was romance. After that was a young adult. And then thriller and memoir are about even. Compared to October, I was up 117% for books, 27% for pages, and 112% for hours. So the breakdown of how I read, there was 23% digital titles, 31% print, and 46% audio. So obviously I'm leaning a little more on the audio lately, which is fine. I've actually finished, I think, 3, maybe 4 audiobooks already for the month of December, so we are doing good. I am pulling up the cover collage so I can talk about all of the books that I've finished, and some of them are, they might sit my tops of the year, not gonna lie. But before I get into this, many of you do know what my part-time job is. So before you ask, yes, that's how I've read some of these. I do not talk about it a lot because my social media is me. It has nothing to do with my job. Okay, any of my jobs. None of them. This is me, myself, and I. I do not talk about it and if I do, it's very, very minimal. I don't try to mention it because I want my social media and my social media presence to speak for itself. And for people not to think that because I do part-time work in publishing, that's how I get things. It's not. I do not even reference my job. So some of these did come because of my job, but they were digital. Don't fret. I will say there are 2 on here that are because of my job. I'm just going to kind of brush by them. They were Dragon Cursed by Elise Kova and Valve Eternal Night by Lily Crozier. Both were incredible. Moving on. The first book I finished I did talk about was Holiday Ever After, Hannah Grace. I really loved this. This was actually my first Hannah Grace, and I fell in love with her and Fraser Falls, and I love the way she writes. This was such a good, fun holiday romance to get me in the mood for the holidays, and I absolutely adored it. It was so great. The next book, which was actually an audio, shout out to PRH audio program. It was The Keeper of Magical Things by Julie Tiong. It was really, really good. It is one of those cozy fantasies that you can't help but love. And I loved it. I did. It was so fun. I had such a great time. The narrators were fantastic. And, I mean, there were dragons, in case you were wondering, and magical artifacts. It is sapphic, so snaps for sapphic. I loved it. The romance was great. It was so cozy, so much fun. I had a great time. After that, I read Doomed to Die, which is a, I don't know how to describe it. It's a take on a kid's book where, like, you know how they have, like, the ABC books? It's like that, but it's all J.R.R. Tolkien themed. It was really fun. It was a really, like, nice look into J.R.R. Tolkien's works and the fun of it. And the guy who wrote it has been a huge fan of his, and it was very evident. I really enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun. It was a blast. Next book is Dragon Cursed. Moving on. I also got the audio from Libro FM's influencer program for this, but I have to tell you, I was thrilled to finally get the chance to dive into this. I have been highly anticipating this book. Nia Sue's Bottom of the Pyramid. This was the nonfiction that I listened to, and I was always a Nia fan. If you know me, you know that Nia was one of my favorites. She'd always been one of my favorites. Her and Chloe were probably the 2 that I was ride or die for the entire time, but definitely Nia. And I was so excited to finally hear Nia's side of the story, hear Nia talk about her experience, because Nia was a beautiful dancer. And I hope people saw that and still see it, because not only is she a beautiful dancer, she's a beautiful person. And hearing some of the stuff that she went through that wasn't included on the show, good Lord. I applaud her for sticking it out and sticking it to Abby. Her and her mother, Dr. Holly, are incredible human beings. I loved hearing about all of the work that she did for different nonprofits within, like, the context of getting young people to vote and with different, like, political campaigns. I thought it was so interesting to hear that and hear how much she's truly done besides dance and how she finally got back into dance after all of this happened. And truly it was just a pleasure, an absolute pleasure to listen to. And I can't recommend it enough. Definitely trigger warning, because there is a lot of mentions of eating disorders, racism, but it is so worth the listen. And she does such a fantastic job narrating it. The next book that I listened to, y'all, this may easily hit my tops of the year. I, Medusa by Ayana Gray. OMG. Okay, apologies. So I was about to start talking about the audio for I, Medusa by Ayana Gray. This book was incredible. If you know me, you know I've always had, like, a big fascination with Greek and Roman mythology, and Medusa plays a big role in that. And she's always been made out to be this villain. But I loved the way Ayana talked about Medusa and spun that story. It was a wonderful interpretation. I was gagged, literally gagged, gobsmacked the entire time. I could not stop listening to this audio. I think I binged it in, like, 2 days. And she's a chunky girl. She's a big book. It was incredible. I loved it so much. Probably going to be in my top books of the year. And I think I'll continue to recommend it to literally everyone I know, everyone I see. Please go read this. It was incredible. I love her writing and I love her style of writing. The way she crafts books is incredible. So whether it's I, Medusa or one of Ayana's other books, I can't recommend them enough. Go read them. After that is The Homeless Billionaire Husband from Real Shorts Publishing, City Madsen. I love this. I don't know what else to say. These are addicting and I love them. So there I was reading it and I binged it and it was great. I had a great time. I cannot wait to read some of the other ones. Some of them are in Kindle Unlimited, which is really exciting. So if there's ever a time when I'm just bleh, I tend to go to like Kindle Unlimited and just find a romance and snap it in. If it's not a romance, it's a thriller. But I love that one. I also love The Real Shorts with Seth Dean and Nicole Maddox. They're fantastic together. Yeah, either go watch it, go read it. It's a lot of fun. The next was an audiobook from Forever. It was The Love Audit by Lucy Eden. I've enjoyed Lucy Eden's other books, so I was super excited when they were like, hey, we have a limited number of copies, especially because I had been leaning more into the audio. This was so good. I love a good romance. I love a good fake dating. Just, chef's kiss. They have the funniest nicknames for each other. I was rolling. This was funny. It was heartfelt. It was steamy. It was good steam. Just, it was so good. I had so much fun with this. Also binge listened to this because I could not put it down. Loved it. Highly recommend it. Go check it out. Go read it. Go do whatever you need to do. After that, Vow of Eternal Night. Anyways, next. Stolen Midnights by Catherine Quinn. Anyone who knows me knows I love Catherine Quinn. Period. I'm ride or die. Down bad. Whatever you want to call it. I don't know what the kids use these days. But I adore Catherine. I love how she writes. It is just so engrossing. And I was lucky enough to get a physical and an e-arc of this. Y'all. I may already be in her DMs begging for the end of the duology like I'm being paid. I think I need therapy, but it's fine. Everything is fine. It was really, really good. I really loved it. She just has a phenomenal way of writing, and the romance in this, top tier banter. I thought it was also like a really unique concept, and I did not see the ending coming. I did not. Like, I had little, like, hinties, but oh, heavens, that ending. Comes out in February, can't recommend it enough. Plus, it has a gorgeous deluxe edition, hopefully I won't forget, but I'll put a little, hello, rude. I'll put the picture of the deluxe edition up here so you can see the edges. I will also do that for I, Medusa, because the first edition is gorgeous too. After that, I listened to Light Lark by Alex Astor. I met Alex at YALLFest and I was like, you know what, it's time. I've been putting it off because the series kept expanding and I just wanted to binge them because I was so scared after what everyone was saying. And I like love triangles. I know that's an unpopular opinion, but if they're done right, I enjoy them. And apparently this one has you switching and like, I don't know which one to pick. Because like, yes, I love a morally right villain, but like, Oro just seems so nice. But I also love Grimm. How am I supposed to choose? I mean, but like, whatever one she doesn't choose, can I have the other? Please? So I really enjoyed this. I'm waiting for the audio from my library for book 2. I do own it. I do. I own the physical somewhere. I have to find it. I think it's in my bedroom. But I really enjoyed this. I can't wait for Nightbane. I can't wait to finish the series out. And, I mean, obviously I love Summer in the City. I can't stop thinking about the book. I think about it a lot, and I'm so excited for Starside. I have begged, I know there's only 100 arcs that they're doing, but I've begged Avon maybe a few times. I also am in the Asterverse, and if Avon doesn't like me, which is fine, you don't have to send me things. That's not what this is about. But if I win the arc from the Asterverse, I would not be mad, because that sounds so good. And ever since Avon did that like little preview for Alex's birthday in New York, where they got like the first little bit, I need to have it. I need to have it expeditiously. It sounds so good. Oh, I need it. Okay. Anyways, but I really love Lightlark. I thought it was great. What can I say? I enjoyed it. I had a good time. The audio was also really, really well done, and I really enjoyed it. After that, sometimes your girl just needs a little break. So I did what I do best and grabbed a thriller. Typically, I will, although I'm caught up on her books, dive into a Lucinda Berry that's on Kindle Unlimited, or I will grab a Frida McFadden, because Frida churns out books like nothing. I have not always liked all of her books, but that's fine. So I picked up The Intruder because I needed a thriller. I needed to go back to something that I knew. So I read The Intruder. It was fine. There were some twists that I didn't see, but kind of predictable in a sense. I feel like a lot of Fridas can be a little predictable, but you know what? I don't care. I still had a good time reading it. So I really enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. Had a great time. It is what it is. Was it the best thriller I've ever read? No. Did I still have a good time? Yes. So that's all that matters. And the last book that I was able to finish was the audio of Divine Rivals. You do not get to judge me. I think I got the arc from Wednesday and started it back when it was like coming out. And I don't know what happened to my brain, but I think I forgot I got the arc. Yeah, I don't know what that says about me. But it was really good. And I really loved it. And I had the best time. So, what can I say? I mean, I'm looking at my calendar. But it was great. I'm also waiting for the audio on the second of that to finish the duology. I also have the audio of Wild Reverence that I'm gonna bing bang bong listen to, and I think that's it. I think that's what I finished in November. Someone please clap. I'm gonna pull up December because I feel like there was one that I forgot to mark in November, but I could just be lying. I could be a lying liar who lies. Let's find out. Let's find out if I'm a lying liar who lies. Actually, I don't think so. No, I think I finished all of these in December, so we are good. I think the only one that I forgot to mark was just earlier this month, and I forgot to mark it later, but I have already finished 4 books for the month. 4 whole bookies. So that's exciting. What am I currently reading, you ask? Eventually, yes. My goal, since it is December, is to finish the books that I've started this year. So there's 3 books that have kind of been just Brittany vibing and raw dog in life. So yeah, I don't know what that says about me. Sometimes I just I go through moods. I am a mood reader, which is a problem when you have arcs too, but I try my best because I do tend to get a diverse variety of arcs, so it's nice to be able to dip in and out and do all of that fun stuff. So yeah, overall, I think November was a a good month for Brittany. It was. It was a good month for Brittany. Brittany had a good time. Figured I'll do like a little reading challenge update. So my goal for this year, because I wasn't sure, like sometimes I don't read as much. So my goal for books this year was 65. My pages was 20,000, and I was hoping to get at least 300 hours of audiobooks. Right now, I'm at 107 books for the year. I'm at 24,722 pages, and I'm at 429.75 hours. So we are doing well. I really enjoyed it. It's been a great time. Since they've already generated this, let me look at what was my favorite. I think my favorite book for the month of November is Between I, Medusa and Stolen Midnights. Truly top tier entertainment. Top tier. So that was the month of November for me. It was a good month. I read a decent bit. I think this month is also going to be a good month. We are chugging along through books, and I'm really enjoying it. So, yeah. Clearly I don't remember anything. The Adderall was wearing off. But November was a good month. I'm excited for December. I'm sorry that I've been gone. Sometimes I literally just forget. And that's life. That's what all people say, or something, I don't know. But yeah, hopefully after this goes up, I will have the December TBR. Is it a TBR? Who knows? But if you've enjoyed hanging out with me, hearing me up about books, or you want to stick around and see what's coming next, who knows? I try to come up with some crazy ideas to have fun on here. Feel free to like and subscribe and come hang out. I don't know, hit the little notification bell. Am I a bad YouTuber for that? I try to remind people to do all of this stuff, but sometimes I forget. Anyways, that was the November reading wrap up. Thanks for hanging out with me again, and I will see you guys in the next one. Okay, bye!